In a boxing match, the fighters sit in corners that are red and what other color? White, black, blue. Which major international airport is 4 meters below sea level? Charles de Gaulle, Schiphol, Gatwick. When throwing a standard 6-sided die once, what is the chance of rolling a number less than 4? 33%, 40%, 50%. In the Star Wars films, what surname is shared by Shmi, Anakin and Luke? Skywalker. What Middle Eastern plant is used as a reddish-brown dye for hair and skin? Allium, henna, marjoram. What game played on grass uses red, yellow, blue and black balls? Croquet, polo. In which year was former Archbishop of Canterbury Thomas Cranmer burned to the stake? 1556, 1656, 1456. In what film did Robert De Niro speak only 8 words of English? Godfather Part 2. Over 70 spacecraft vehicles have been left behind on what celestial body? Mars, Mercury, Moon. Which of these is not the correct title of a Tom Jones single? She's a Lady, What's Up Pussycat, Delilah. What American agency is known as the Department of Dirty Tricks? FBI, CIA. What was the next city to host the Summer Olympics after Beijing? Tokyo, London, Rio. In Thunderbirds, Parker worked for Lady Penelope as a chauffeur and what else? Chef, butler, masseuse. The name of the Mexican religious woven yarn craft, Ojo de Dios, translates to what English phrase? God's heart, God's eye, God. The longest reef complex in the world is located off the coast of what country? India, Australia, Canada. How many suits of 13 playing cards are there in a standard deck of cards? 3, 4, 2. Which bestseller began as fan fiction with characters based on Edward and Bella from Twilight? 50 Shades of Grey, The Da Vinci Code, Gone Girl. Which of these have a particularly prominent Adam's apple? Men, old people. Which of these is classed as an indirect tax in the UK? Where is the Scouse accent prevalent? Which of these songs was a UK #1 hit single? Lithium, beryllium, titanium. Which of these continents is predominantly Catholic? South America, Africa. Which of these cities is furthest north? Which of these is not a type of tooth humans have? Which of these actresses has a twin brother named Hunter? Which of these Lord of the Rings characters is a wizard? Andrea Riseborough is best known as which of these? What organ is the center of the human circulatory system? Which of these was a hit song for Taylor? Which of these colors does not appear on the German flag? Red, blue, yellow. Which of these films was released the earliest? And which of these is also called jacket potato? Which of these comedians was born furthest north? Mickey Flanagan. The rock dove belongs to the same family as which of these? Which of these is a middle name of King Charles III? Philip, Patrick, Peter. Which of these letters is a... Which of these is a member... Which of these fish is... Which of these famous film directors was... What substance worn mainly by women is nicknamed slap? Which of these is the name of it? What word beginning with gibbous? Moon is which of these? Full moon. Which of these is a character from Friends? Jerry, Jimmy, Joey. Whose celebrity chat show features the red chair? The word misbegotten means badly what? DJ and producer Rowan Harrington performs under what name? Gout typically starts in what part of the human body? Prince William and Kate Middleton met at which university? What name is given to a team in the winter sport of curling? Which composer married Constanze Weber in Vienna in 1782? Which composer married Constanze Weber? What type of scissors make zigzag cuts in fabric? What type of medical professional is an orthodontist? Which fictional alien race comes from Endor? Which fictional alien race comes from Endor? Of whom did Muhammad Ali say, he was the greatest? Of whom did Muhammad Ali say? What hit by Bow became a YouTube craze? Who was the chief rabbi from 1991 to 2013? Medically, alcohol can be used as a what? Medically, alcohol can be used as a what? Antiseptic, antihistamine, anticoagulant. On 60s TV, what was the name of the girl from Uncle? What does a crystal gazer do? What does a crystal gazer do? Predict the future, collect glassware, study the stars. Microbreweries are most associated with what drink? Which British Paralympian was christened Cara Stavina? The song, Cheek to Cheek, first appeared in which musical? The song, Cheek. A small close-fitting upright collar is called what? Hazelnuts grow on shrubs or trees belonging to what family? Hazelnuts grow on shrubs or trees belonging to what family? Oak, chestnut, birch. The holes in Swiss cheese are called what? Which bear first appeared on British television in 1985? The Twilight Saga book series is by which author? Which UK Conservative Party leader was born in Wales? Which UK Conservative Party leader was born in Wales? Ian Duncan Smith, Michael Howard, William Hague. Who did boxer Frank Bruno refer to as Ari? Rotogravure is a method used in what process? Which Asian capital city has the airport code PEC?